Good morning, students. In our last class, we have discussed about the functions. Now, today I will show you the functions using the toolbar. In our syllabus, we are having AutoSum function. Now, I will discuss the AutoSum function right now. Before starting the class, let me tell you one thing. Last class, I didn't explain EXP function. Obviously, that won't be in your syllabus. Alright. Now come to the AutoSum function. See on the screen. Here I have made one table where the roll number, name of the students are given. Along with them, the subject marks are written over here. Now I am going to find out the total marks by using the AutoSum. So I have to select the range of the cells whose content need to be added. And then I am going to the AutoSum. If I will click on AutoSum, it will show you the total. You can do another thing also, selecting the content or the cell, and then one drop down arrow key is there beside the AutoSum. Are you getting over here? Just a minute. Now I think you can see this AutoSum. AutoSum button is, let me tell you, it is under the home tab in the editing group here at the corner of your screen. Just see editing group here, AutoSum button and down arrow key. Clicking on it, you will get some more functions over here like sum, average, count, max, min, more or less all we have discussed. Now come to the sum function. I am clicking on the sum. See, the total is also coming over here. From here I will show you one thing. In the AutoSum function, see these count numbers. Average we know. Now count numbers. What is that? See, here I am selecting the 4 subjects. English 1, English 2, Maths and Science. Now whenever I am going to the count function, it will show you the number of cells or number of subjects you have selected. Okay. So how many subjects we have selected? 4. So here the count function will be 4. Is it clear to you? Okay. Apart from this, maximum, minimum will give you the maximum number among the selected range of cells and minimum number among the selected range of cells. In the AutoSum, you will get the more function option also. Here the insert function dialog box will open and some more functions are found in this box. You can scroll it down also. You will get so many functions. We can use these functions in our worksheet. Is it clear to you? Okay. Now we will discuss about the cell reference. What is the cell reference? Actually, cell reference means cell address. Now see, I am selecting this particular cell. This is my active cell. What will be the reference or the cell address of this cell? See, here in this box it is showing B5. If I will click on Amrita, it will show you C5. So these are the cell address, we can say the cell reference. Now in Excel there are 3 types of cell reference: relative referencing, absolute referencing and mixed reference. Now relative referencing means the cell reference that we mention in a formula are relative, means that is based on the position relative to the position of the cell where the formula is entered. Means suppose here I am using the formula for adding marks. What will be my formula? Is equal to sum within bracket my first cell, that is D5. I am putting the colon, means the range I am going to select. So D5 is to D sorry, D5 is to, this signs marks means G5. That means I am selecting the full range of cell. D5 is to G5. I am closing the bracket and enter. See, total has come. Or else you can use the another formula last day that you have learned, is equal to sum within bracket D5, then comma E5 comma F5 comma G5. Close the bracket, enter. See, 244 is coming. Now, whenever I am copying this formula to the next cell, I will not go for typing the formula for each and every cell. I am having 10 students. Obviously, I will not go for putting the formula 10 times. It may be the 1000 students. So, here what we are doing, we are copying the formula to the next cell. So, how will you copy? See, when I am placing the mouse pointer at the corner of the cell, a plus sign is coming. Now, I am just holding, clicking on it, left click on it and dragging the plus sign. See, dragging the plus sign towards the cells, and all cells are having the total, means I am copying the formulas to each and every cell. So, whenever I am copying, see in the formula bar, first cell it was D5 to G5, second cell I have copied the formula, but see over here, look at this formula bar, sum D6 is to G6. That means cell address has been changed. This is the relative reference, means based on the position relative to the position of the cell. It is copying based on the position relative to the position of the cell. So, according to the requirement, whenever you are copying, the cell reference will automatically change. Understood? Now children, we are coming to the next reference, that is absolute reference. Sometimes we need exactly the same value on copying the formula instead of relative value. In that case, we will go for absolute reference. How will I do like this? See, to make a cell address absolute, generally cell addresses are relative in nature. But if I will go for making the cell address absolute, we need to put the dollar sign. Now how will I put it? Here the same cell only, I am writing the formula again, is equal to sum within bracket, suppose I am giving D5 is to G5, that we did in the last part. Now I said I am going to make the cell absolute reference. So instead of this, I have to put dollar sign in front of the column address and row address. So I am putting the dollar sign, you will get it in your keyboard computer. Okay, $D $5. That means this D column and 5 row becomes, sorry, I have mentioned the percentage, make it dollar. So the D column and 5 row becomes absolute, become fixed. Here also I am making the changes $G and $5. Okay, see, $D $5 means both the cell, both the row and column I am making it fixed. Now I am pressing enter, it is showing the total. Now when I am copying this formula to the next cell, it will copy the formula in an absolute way. See, all the cells are having the same total, 244 means the total of first cell range, that is D5 to G5. It won't be changed. So these cells are making the formula absolute cell address. These cell address are becoming the absolute cell address. So it has been fixed. Is it okay? So whenever we are putting the dollar sign in front of the row or column address, the cell will become fixed, or the cell address will become fixed. Okay. Next, we will talk about mixed reference. In the mixed referencing, it is a combination of relative referencing and absolute referencing. Here, either the column name or the row number of a cell address is preceded by dollar sign. That means we are making the absolute address in the cell or column. Now, the part that is the column name or the row number preceded by the dollar sign becomes the absolute. That is, on copying the formula to other cell does not change, while the part remains the relative, gets changed relatively with the change of the cell address where the formula is copied. Now see here. Here I have mentioned firstly that sum D5 is to G5. Here suppose I am making the column D fixed or absolute by putting the dollar sign, and G also I am making fixed or absolute by putting the dollar sign. Now in my formula, D column and G column, these two are fixed, but the rows are relative. I am pressing enter, and now I am copying this formula to rest of the cells. So in all the cases, you will see this D column. Now see, I am selecting the formula, it is showing the formula. In every cases, these columns are absolute and rows are relative in nature. So this is mixed referencing. Alright, thank you.